Hey everybody, this is Miss Florida Hot Picks here, giving you guys another Pick 3 workout. Today we're working on Pick 3 South Carolina. Today I will be using the 317 rundown. I'm looking at doubles and mirrors to lock in hits. Sometimes they're on the left side, sometimes they're on the right side. So I want you guys to pay close attention. Make sure that you go back and that you're backtracking as much as possible, because you'll see a lot of similarities with this one particular pattern, okay? So we'll start with the very first example, December 29th, midday. The hit was 676. Again, we're using the 317 rundown. If you don't know how to count them out, they're very simple. You're going to add each of these numbers down the columns, okay? So for the first column, we would add 3 all the way down. So 3 plus 6 is 9. 9 plus 3 is 12. When we get to our 2-digit numbers, only use your ones, place your 2. 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 plus 3 is 11. Just use your 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 plus 3 is 10. Just use your 0. 0 plus 3 is 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. You know that you did it right. The number you start with will be the number that you end with. Then we would add 1 all the way down the second column, 7 all the way down the third column. So as you see here, we started with 676. We're going to end with 676. Okay? Now, once you're here, I want you to pay attention to your left side doubles and mirrors and your right side doubles and mirrors. Okay? Depending on the numbers, sometimes you'll see doubles or mirrors. Sometimes you'll see mirrors or doubles. It just depends on what's going on. So let's look at this left side here. Okay? Literally. This 5-0. Okay? Make sure that you know what your mirror numbers are. I get a lot of questions about mirror numbers. Some people believe in them, some don't. But for those that do, the mirror numbers are as follows. In this case, 5 could be a 0 or a 0 could be a 5. 1 could be a 6, 6 could be a 1. 2 could be a 7, 7 could be a 2. 3 could be an 8, 8 could be a 3. 4 could be a 9, 9 could be a 4. Okay? So with that said, pay attention, because you're literally going to start you're going to either use the mirrors themselves, or you're going to make the pair with the opposite number. The third number is really cool. I've been noticing that the third number, they're going to either use the top center or the bottom center. Watch this. So I'm going to look at that 5-0. If I think the 5-0 pair would play, I could do 5-0-1. I'm going to write that down. Maybe the 5-0-9. Okay. Now, let's say they break off and they use the 0-7 pair. I'm going to do the same thing. 0-7-1, 0-7-9. Okay. Now, they may do this on the right side as well. They could possibly use a 3-8, right? 3-8-2, 3-8-4. They may even break off and do 4-3-4 or 4-3-2. So pay close attention to those. They can easily change that, okay? But right now, we'll just stick to the left side for right now. So with that said, guess what hit the next draw? 0-7-1. Now, where's that 0-7-1 at? Remember, we told you to start with your left pair, right? 5-0, it broke off, and it went 0-7-1, touching that center column. That's the third numbers. That is so awesome. Look at that. 0-7-1. Now, one thing that you may want to pay attention to, I try to look for date sum numbers as much as possible, right? Date sum number could be helpful, letting me know when these could hit. But what I am noticing for these, they're either hitting the next draw or sometime the next day, mid or evening. So when you backtrack, you'll see what I'm talking about. So right there, we have that 107. The date sum, if we were to add the month and date together, we would get 41. The 1 would actually be the date sum number. Now, you do see it's attached to some triple ones. That could be something. But you could also, you may want to look, and I'm looking at this, and I'm going to show you guys a little trick. I've noticed for either a date number, like literally the 9 for that date, or if anything on the left side, whether it's a single number or the mirror. The single number is attached to the right side double mirror. Okay. This happened to be 9. I didn't see the date sum of 1 as a double mirror on the left side, but I did see the date number of 1. This is of 9, excuse me. This is very important. I'm noticing, you guys, if you want to try to narrow it down as best as you can, pay attention to your left sides. Either the form of the mirror or the double could be your date sum number or date number, or the single on the left side that's in front of the right pair double or mirror. Yeah. Backtrack. Make sure you take good notes. You're going to want to make sure you hold on to that. Okay. So far we have that. Again, you can always make your combinations with the right side. I've seen that done. When you guys go back, you'll see what we're talking about. All right, let's go on to the second example. We're looking at 868 that fell on December 31st evening. Now, again, we're putting it into the 317 rundown. I know by now you guys know how to count that out. Yes. Now we're going to literally do the same thing. I'll start with the left side. Feel free to add in the right side if you feel, because they can and do come on the right side as well. Okay. And it could be doubles or mirrors. All right. So let's do that now. We're going to go in with 0, 0. We're going to go 0, 0, 1. 0, 0, 9. We're going to break it off. 0, 6, 1. 0, 6, 9. Now, the next question, can the numbers go differently, meaning they won't just hit the centers? Yes. When you backtrack, you'll see that they can. I like sticking to the bottom numbers, but be careful, okay? But I've noticed they'll go up or down to the centers more often, but they can also pull a switcheroo and they can use other numbers. But guess what hit January 1st, which was the next day? Remember, this hit December 31st. January 1st evening, 960 hit. Where's that 960? Let's go back and find that. Remember, we broke these off. 0, 0 or 0, 6 pair, right? 0, 6, 9. Right there. Right there. Remember, I told you, pay attention to the date sum or the day number for the next day, right? You have a 7 that hits the doubles on the right side, and then you have the doubles itself. Now, the date sum for January 1st would be the date sum of 2. Now, look at this. 7 or 2 could have been a possibility, okay? Now, I'm going to tell you something. Be careful. Be careful with these, because like I said, they may stick to the left side, but they can also move to the right side, okay? So be careful with those. But the date sum numbers or day numbers, pay attention to that single number in front of the double on the right side or the doubles or mirrors on the left side, especially if you see that that number matches for the next day. It may even match for the same day that you're working if you're doing a midday draw. Pay attention to those little things, okay?